waiting. Joseph's already on in Nevada in the US. Christopher's on in the UK. Olia's on in Poland. She's right here for a minute. Okay. Ida Marie's on in Washington, D.C. Stephen's on in Australia. Stay awake, yes, please. How many more subscribers we are? We are at 3 subscribers away from 3,000. Any Valentine's Day plans? Yeah, it's Shanda's birthday today, so we'll celebrate that as well today. Welcome, Debbie in Ohio. Five degrees and sunny in Falmouth. It is 0 degrees here and sunny. Joseph's going to cook dinner for his wife today. Okay. Ooh, Debbie's going to have snow crab legs and prosecco. Cheesecake, yummy. Sounds good. 17 degrees at 2:30 in the morning for Steve. I didn't reach 3,000 by the weekend yet. Still in holding. Welcome, Gary in Surrey, British Columbia, and Midia in Finland. Jane in South Carolina. Charmaine in Maine. Australia's up to 2 golds and 1 silver. Yes, doing well. The Olympics are on. Midia's at a post-crossing event, meeting up and watching hockey. Finland and Italy are playing today. Ron's on in Washington State. Wow, it's taking a long time to get back up to 3-0 for Finland so far. Okay. Oh, what did Britain get a gold medal in? Did they get it in skeleton? I know they're into some of those events. Thank you for the birthday greetings, Charmaine, for Shanda, and from Jane, and from Steve. Isabel's on in Chile. Welcome. Brazil got a gold medal today. Canada hasn't gotten a gold medal, and Brazil's got one already. And Australia's got 2. This is the longest Canada's gone without getting a gold medal in the Winter Olympics since 1994 in Albertville. Basil's on in Goa. Thank you, Joseph. -12 in Helsinki today. Yeah, skeleton, Great Britain got it. I knew that they had a pretty dominant competitor for that. Basil's moving into his new residence March 1st. Monty's on in Saskatchewan, -13 degrees there. All right, I think I've gotten to exactly where everyone is now. It took 3 minutes to get through all the things. So welcome. Sounds like some people got some Valentine's Day plans or some Friendship Day plans today. That's good. Today we are going to probably go out and look for a nice dessert and hot coffee or hot chocolate or something. Do a little bit of that today. 17 degrees in Athens. Spring is near. Very nice. 38 degrees Fahrenheit, though, in D.C. Yeah, it's nice today. The solar panels are almost completely clear of snow, so they'll be producing today. That's what I'm watching every day, is to make sure that those panels are producing and how much that we could beat our record from a previous day. And it's kind of very nice to do. You had a post-crosser from Texas at your meetup in Finland. That's cool. I saw that message earlier. 26 degrees Celsius in Goa. 45 degrees Fahrenheit in Cleveland. Yeah, I think it's starting to warm up a little bit. I know we're supposed to be 4 degrees on Tuesday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that range. So it is warming up a little bit. And it means the little snow that we do have will start melting away. And maybe we'll slowly be getting towards spring. I know there is a little bit of winter left, seeing we are only the middle of February, but we're all hoping for spring, summer. 26 degrees and past 9:30. Go well, yeah. Ushild's on in Norway. Welcome. She's having supper. I'm watching Frankenstein. Didn't you already watch Frankenstein? Well, thank you. Enjoy time with your son. Stamp show. Yeah. Speaking of stamp show, you have your auction on Wednesday. I went to my stamp show today, so I did find a few different things to talk about in future videos. I'll show what I got on probably Monday. Looks like Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in that range. And yeah, there's some interesting topics in there and some great things for the giveaway, both for this month and future ones. But I did find a bunch of food on stamps from Japan, mostly. I got a bunch of Japanese stamps this time around, as I did last month too. So really enjoying their stamps. And so I found a bunch of food on stamps. So I will show you those. So those will go in this month's giveaway. So if you haven't gone to Stamp of the Month and answer that one question that I have in the comment fields of that video, you should do so, because before you know it, February will be done and we'll be into a new month. The stamp fair was good, Roger. Yeah, I really had a good time. What do we have? Item he says you shaved. Yes, you're the first person that noticed that I shaved. My goal was when I hit 3,000 subscribers, I would shave, or if I reached Valentine's Day, because Shanda prefers it when I'm not so woolly. So didn't hit 3,000 by today, so today I shaved instead. So where else are these? Gary said the honeysuckle vine in the backyard has new sprouts on it. Okay, so it's getting ready for spring. Yeah, Sarah sent me a message saying that she pulled your address, Monty. So that's very cool. Looks so much younger. Thank you, Ida Marie. Stamp fair was good. Oh, Jane got one of the Wednesday That Dad Guy Crew cards. The Dungeons and Dragons one arrived. Very cool. Japanese stamps are amazing. I'm really in love with Japanese stamps right now. Yeah, we were only 3 subscribers away from 3,000 subscribers. A lot of snow in Helsinki. You can keep it. I don't really want it. Not a woolly bear no more. No, that's right. I know Gary has said, you know, the beard crew has to stick together. I come and go with the beard. I tend to be like this most of the time. But when January comes, or it's about to come, I usually grow a beard for winter when I'm working outside. So now I am fingers crossed that spring is getting closer and I won't need it. And I can look better for Valentine's Day. So if I look younger, thank you very much. I know this was a conversation last night at supper. I didn't know I was going to shave, and I haven't mentioned it yet either, that I was looking too woolly and that I needed to trim a little bit. Item Marie says good collaborating on Wednesday for the postcard. So yeah, another good decorating card went out. It's always fun seeing what's there. Lately, Christopher, you've been the one holding on the fort on what those cards are going to say. Joseph said even the ones in the mountains. Thank you, Stephen. I just got your message. Gary says his wife doesn't like it when he trims his beards. Okay. Shanda doesn't mind me having a beard. She just doesn't like it when it gets really, really long around my lips. Yeah, Christopher does a great job with those messages. Isabel has done those messages before too. Carla's done the messages before. Sarah's done the messages before. So it kind of goes in a rotation of whoever happens to be on Wednesdays. Especially when the decorating matches the front. That is the most amazing thing. If you can pick a random postcard, not see it, decorate the other side, and then have it some correlation between the two, I think that's kind of funny. Like, for example, if you pull an animal postcard and then you use all animal stickers on the other side. Yeah, it happens sometimes, but I like that in the way that it's random. You don't really know what's going to happen, what you're going to say. And because it's a whole bunch of people giving input, you're not always on the same page. So somebody might say, I want a skull, and another person might say that they want to have puppies on it. I don't know. So, but I appreciate you guys tuning in on Wednesdays. Wednesdays isn't the best time for some people because they're at work or they're having supper or they're spending time with their families. So it's not always easy to take 30 minutes and decorate a postcard. So thank you so much. Yeah, everybody who's on Wednesdays makes a difference in those cards. You guys are psychic. Maybe you are. Ida Marie watches from work. Yeah, and sometimes, Ida Marie, you send me a text that pop up on the screen, so I was able to help use those contributions too to making the cards work. But yeah, I feel it's been a busy week. This week is another one of those weeks that seems to have flown by with all the different things that have been going on. One of the things going on, you probably can't see it. See there on the filing cabinet, I've added the That Dag Guy minifigures that were sent to me from West Virginia. So thank you for those. I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to clean up that, and I've got the Lego magnet that's been given to me. There was another magnet down there that's been given to me. So I'm going to clean up the ones that aren't gifts from you guys and leave that space. So that's going to be kind of your space. And I'm going to have a bit of an art area too. I've got some on my desk and some over there that people have sent in. Christopher, you did a nice polo one. We have Violet who did that. I've got Sam's picture, the original picture of polo in the coffee mug. So I'm going to try to create something around that I can use as kind of a subscriber gift area. I said one of them was jaundice. Yeah, the original, well, those kind of original Lego minifigure heads were all yellow. They didn't have any other different types of skin tones. It was just one, and so I always say those are the jaundice ones. But it's kind of nice now that there's a variety of colors for minifigure heads. So classing up the joint. Yeah, that's what we want to do. I want to clean up. That always doesn't happen because every week there's more stuff that comes in and I don't know where to put it all sometimes. So I do want to start creating a space because I know you guys have been very generous in some of the art that you've sent. Mostly hedgehog art, which I appreciate. Some Lego things too. So I want to be able to have a place that you guys can see them when I'm on a live stream or doing a video in the background. Part of the fun is the randomness of the decorating. Yeah, that's what makes Wednesdays really fun. And I like the fact that I don't have much of a say in anything in it. Sometimes I pick the stamps or where the stamps are going to go. I always place them in the same place that they should be on a card because I want the post office to make sure the card gets to its destination properly. But other than that, I leave it to you guys to sometimes cover up your own stickers and your own washi tape because you forgot and you've already put something there. That's why I'm always here encouraging you guys to have like a little piece of paper in front of you and kind of jot down where things are going. Even though you don't know the size of the sticker or the size of the washi tape, you know if you said left-hand corner diagonal that there's something in that left-hand corner. You shouldn't put something else on top of it. Do I have any of the original Lego wooden toys? I do not, no. Before my time, and I've never come across them. So I've seen pictures of them and videos of them at the Lego house where they're on display. But no, I've never had any of those original Lego ducks or things like that. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll open a box and one will show up. Australia will issue its first crypto stamps in March. Digi stamps? Okay, I don't know what they're going to look like. Never heard of them. You'll have some new gold medal stamps to put out if they're doing that with the Winter Olympians too, if you've got two already. What are the digi stamps going to look like? Or is it just that they're digital stamps and they have no, it's not like a stamp you're going to stick on an envelope. It's just a randomness. You go to the post office and pay, and it's a seal or it's a code. If that's what it is, that's not as interesting if you can't collect it and take it off an envelope. I don't know if I have any subscribers in Denmark. I know I've had people come on from Denmark before. I don't know if they were subscribers. Hopefully. Would that be wonderful? Debbie ordered Year of the Horse stamps and they've arrived. Very nice. When did Lego's first toys begin? I think in the 1930s, or it's pre-war. But Lego building let's try that again. Lego building blocks didn't start until a little bit later. They were all wooden toys first. Oh, David's on in Nova Scotia. 0 degrees down there, so very similar to here. (1932) first Lego. Thank you, Joseph. I knew it was pre-war. Based on the Year of the Horse stamps, definitely collectible. They are physical items, good, okay. But there's also a virtual version you can collect. How do you collect a virtual version of a stamp? On your phone, I guess. It's a virtual image. First plastic blocks, 1949, yeah. Did you hear of the container that was lost overboard near Cornwall? It was full of Lego. At certain beaches, you get figures wash up. Yeah, I have seen that Lego pieces are washing up on beaches. Fun way to go collect, but not fun if you're running along the beach and you stepped on one of them. Lincoln logs were issued in the 50s. Yeah, Lincoln logs are a bit different. I mean, yes, they're a wood toy, but they were, as they said, they're logs. You built cabins and houses out of them, where Lego's wooden toys were wooden trucks with wooden wheels, or the famous wooden duck, pull toys, if you will. Many countries have issued crypto stamps. I didn't know that, though. Maybe that's a new topic that I should look into and do a little research. Debbie's a 1950s kid, remembers Lincoln logs. I'm a 1970s kid, and I remember Lincoln logs too. They were a popular item. Jane says the toys were made of metal back when she was small, no plastic. Yeah, plastic certainly came in much later as far as overtaking the world. But I mean, if you had a dollhouse, it was plastic for the most part. Wouldn't have been a metal dog. Well, it might have been a tin. There were a lot of tin toys came out. Yeah. But yeah, a lot more plastic these days. Container was lost in 1997, and you still get them washed up today. Well, I imagine that they sank to the bottom of the ocean, and it's just taken a long time for wave after wave to move them along. The currents change them and put them in different places. Australia's crypto stamps will be $15 each. Be 3 of them, okay. So are they more used for sending parcels at that price point? Or are they just as a collector's item at $15? Adam Reed said it was President Abe Lincoln's birthday last week. I don't think he was around to celebrate it. Interesting toys of the 1950s. Highly collectible. There's a lot of people that are collecting toys, and so if you can get a tin car, tin trucks, dinky toys, there are all sorts of different brands that people are collecting now, especially cars and things. But even the items like Star Wars toys that came out in the 70s and 80s are highly collectible now. So it's all a matter of that generation. And when they get older and they're nostalgic about it, they're trying to get all those old toys that they once had, and so it drives the prices up. Jane still has her Barbie camper and friendship airplane from the 70s. My sister had the big yellow, well, sisters maybe had the big yellow Barbie camper. Did they have the airplane? I don't remember if they had the airplane, but Debbie passed along her 50s toys to younger cousins. Wow. Okay. I still have a few of my childhood toys in the basement that my kids have played with and cousins have played with, and lots of other people have enjoyed them. So they're not in as great a condition as they once were, but at least they were enjoyed for many, many decades. You pay $15 for a stamp that has a face value of $1.70 or $3.50. That sounds expensive. Why would people do that? I could see why people would collect them, but if you're going to use them for postage, why would you spend that much? Wuthering Heights movie yesterday? No, I haven't seen it. Did you enjoy it? I watched the latest episode of Star Trek. What do they call it? Starfleet Academy. That's what I watched yesterday. I watched Olympics. I watched Canada play Switzerland in men's hockey yesterday. I watched Canada and Sweden men's curling. That was a heated ending to it. What else do we have that I watch? I got to see snowboarding with the Japanese and the Australian snowboarders. That was pretty cool. Doing the half pipe. Watched some speed skating. Watched figure skating. Saw the men's program. Very sad finish for the American, who was suspected to win gold, or was expected, not suspected, expected, but then ended up finish 8th. Etch-a-Sketch Operation, yep, had both of those as well. The analog iPad Etch-a-Sketch. It's amazing what some people can do with those. Like, to actually try to make a curve rather than a 45, to have that talent. Oh, Ushild's back. You couldn't have watched all Frankenstein with your son by now. We've only been gone 23 minutes. Gary thought there was going to be a hockey fight at the end. Yeah, go to a curling game and a hockey fight breaks out. There were some salty words being said by the Canadians in that one, being accused of cheating. The quad guy, yeah, he's had better days. Oh, you'll watch the rest later, taking a break. Roger said, I had building plastic small Lego blocks in the UK in the 1950s. So you had early Lego blocks. That's good. Ida Marie, you never could do the Mona Lisa on an Etch-a-Sketch? Or you see all the ones. I use that Mona Lisa as a reference because of what Will Ferrell did in the movie Elf when he was recreating his little Santa village in the department store. Meccano sets. I had friends that had Meccano sets. They were more engineering oriented in order to create something. They were popular, but they were a lot more work as a toy. Canadian skater skated very well yesterday. Yeah, he did. He finished fifth, maybe in the end. So did well. Our Canadian speed skater, Courtney Saroux, she's from Moncton, and she's won a bronze and a silver so far at these games. So we're quite proud that she's from Moncton. Spring training starts for the Major League Baseball next Friday. Already that time of year. I know that the trucks had gone south to Florida and Arizona already. Yeah, getting close. Wuthering Heights at the movie theater for you. Those of you who are looking to find it, Shield. Everybody now talking about Wuthering Heights. Scale Tricks Racing. So are those the little cars on the track? It's all electric and basically did figure eight. Some of them did loop-to-loops and things like that. I know they were quite popular too. I never had one. It was one of those things that I thought I'd love to have one day as a child. Never got one. Women won gold in medal team speed skating. The U.S. women won gold in medal? Is that what we're saying, Joseph? Creepy crawler sets. Ooh, creepy crawler sets. What are those? That does not sound familiar. The Canadian women won gold? Ooh, I didn't hear that. Congratulations. And if Canadian, does that mean that Courtney Saroux was on that team? Does she have now a gold, silver, and a bronze at these Olympics? You're giving me news I hadn't heard yet. Okay, what's a creepy crawler stuff? It's not one of those kind of rubber like spiders that you throw against the wall and it drips down the wall, is it? Not. That's not a creepy crawler, is it? Roger said I had a very nice set from Italy, a full set of wooden angels on silverware roundabout from a Spanish maid. Wow. Gary just heard the wife cheer from the other room. Is a Paralympic version? Yeah, there will be a Paralympic Games as well. Special, Paralympic Games will follow after these Winter Olympics are done. Keep going until February 22nd. Okay, it's not that. So what is it, Charmaine? What's a creepy crawler set? Okay, you're trying to explain it. Oh, it's just the quarterfinals, not the finals in speed skating. So they haven't won a gold. Deflated. It's a baked plastic. Very scary. All right, I gotta open up a window here and find out. The name is familiar, but I can't picture it at all. Creepy crawler toys. Oh, my sisters had this. Yes, I remember these different molds you could make that would make different bugs. And kind of an oven. I'm gonna switch this around so you guys can see. So you made worms and spiders and all sorts of things. Yes, I know that now. Thank you for bringing that memory back. Plastic goop that was melted on very hot plate to make bugs. Yeah. I haven't seen anything in the Winter Games. Can't. There's no transmission available. You must be able to go online and see it. or watch it on YouTube or TikTok, or there's all sorts of other ways other than regular TV broadcasting. I tried to send some videos of the men's hockey game the other day when I was doing all my different hobbies, but copyright said no, I can't send that out. Easy bake oven, scary also. We were talking about the easy bake oven the other day. My wife had one, and she said those were the best brownies she ever had came out of an easy bake oven. You can't even see the official YouTube Olympics? What? I'm so sorry for that. Everybody should be able to see it. That way more people would know about the Winter Olympics. Toxic house environment. Oh, you had the one that had the loop-de-loop with Hot Wheels. Okay. I know what they're talking about now. Norway took another gold. That's just another day at the office for the Norwegians. They're leading the way in all the medals. Henry Winkler's doing the Fonz is doing a series on toxic toys. Scale Electric was electric race cars. Yeah, I remember those. But yours had the loop-de-loop? Joseph said they saw that Laurent Dubreuil is in for the men's 500 meter. Yeah, darts. Throw those darts up in the air. Try not to stick it in the person's head on the other side that you're trying to hit the ring. We were just made differently back then, weren't we? You wonder if the 60s and older still alive. We're just stronger. No, Canada hasn't won another gold yet, or a gold yet. I still see we're now in 18th place, and Norway's in first with 20 medals, and we have 7. I was in first place currently. Okay. I didn't do a live shaving, no. I was explaining it earlier on that I had in the back of my mind for a little while now that if I reached 3,000 subscribers, I would shave, and I probably would shave on camera. Otherwise, if it went to Valentine's Day, I would shave anyways for Shanda's birthday. So didn't make 3,000 subscribers, so this is what we got. I shaved this morning. Health and safety gone mad today. Well, it's not such a bad thing that kids don't have to worry about losing an eye or burning off their fingers and all sorts of different things. Men's leading in the 500 meter speed skating long track. Debbie still amazed she's alive at 73. Not to mention all the not good for you food people eat then. Yeah, it's a lot of that. Thank you so much, Oshil. Do I look a little younger? I'd have shaved on camera a long while ago. Yes, I did. Did do a video about shaving once in the past. Doesn't mean I can't do it again one day, but this time you didn't get it. Had we reached 3,000 subscribers before today, probably would have. Probably would have done it on Thursday had we had it, because that was kind of that video day that I wasn't sure what I was going to be putting out. So you got some stamp soaking, some post crossing, and some Olympic watching. Where is New Zealand and Greece in the Winter Olympics? Let's see if any of them have anything as of yet. New Zealand does have 2 medals. They've got a silver and a bronze so far. Greece is not on the medal count. I don't know if they have any Greek athletes participating in the Winter Olympics. Probably in something. There's so many countries that are participating. I'll have to get a different Lego head for my Lego That Dad Guy head. Yeah, I probably could find one that just has a goatee. The USA lunar stamps hard to find, Item Marie says. Still doing a Costco run on Valentine's Day. Well, I suggested we didn't, and that we either do it last night or Sunday. So we didn't do it last night. We will see if we do it today or if we'll just push it till Sunday. I kind of want this day to be whatever my wife wants to do. So if she wants to go to Costco, we'll go to Costco. But we're going to go out and get a treat and have a drink and do a little shopping. And then figure out what we're going to do for supper. Last night we went for Korean food. US just moved into first with speeds in the speed skating so far. Keep me posted. Yeah, and China usually does well in speed skating and things too. They're not as strong this time around. What's Costco? Costco is a giant department store where you buy things in bulk. I still work at Canada Post, yes. Your local supermarket was packed last night. Why was it packed? This weekend is also a long weekend for some, not for Canada Post. But Monday is Family Day, so Canada Post doesn't get Family Day. It's a provincial holiday, not a federal holiday. Well, Canada's down in third now. Yeah, I heard earlier on in the in this live feed that Brazil won their first gold medal. What did they win it in? What event? We still have some hope for some gold medals. Like men's curling is a hopeful for us. Hockey's a hopeful for us. Some bobsled sometimes are hopeful events for us to get some. Oh, Midia says 4-0 so far now with Finland leading. I haven't seen any Chilean athletes, but there are 3 that are competing. Okay. I don't get provincial holidays as well. No, just federal holidays. Canada Post is a federal organization, so. The year the horse sold out at your post office? Checking your neighborhood. Oh, popular one. Giant slalom is what they wanted for Brazil. Wow, okay. Mardi Gras and the start of Lunar New Year are February 17th. All right, get your beads ready, Debbie. Mardi Gras. Well, Jane's already got a Mardi Gras shirt to wear. Lunar New Year, out of this world. Good one. That was the first gold medal of any South American country. Wow, way to go. Nice to have representation. Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. Norway skating now. Okay. You went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras once? Wow. How was it? It must have been wild. That's one of those things that I think of on a bucket list. I mean, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a smoker. But the visual, probably pretty cool. I love those parades and things. Mardi Gras menu is shrimp étouffe and king cake. I don't know what king cake is. Well, I don't know what a shrimp étouffe is either. I have seen the new Hornby railway stamps. They come out on the 19th. Okay. Yeah, great for Brazil, but great for all of South America to have representation like that. If you get the baby, you supply the king cake next year. Jane's having a pancake supper at church on Mardi Gras. Okay. Very wild. Ash Wednesday will be your next live stream for postcard. Yeah. None of those holidays are things that I celebrate or. So there will be a decorating live stream next Wednesday. Unless something happens to me between now and then. Gary likes pancake suppers, but not the ash suppers. Yeah. Kind of need a little bit of water for those, I guess. Mardi Gras is big in Rio de Janeiro too, does it not? It's not. New Orleans is the place we think of in the U.S. that celebrates, or in North America that celebrates, but I think Rio is the place that takes the cake in all of it. If there was one place to go for it, that'd be. Adam Marie's church has pierogi dinners. Give out ashes on Wednesday? I would go on Wednesday. I don't want ashes. Whose ashes do they give out? Pierogies would be good, though. With a little sour cream, some chives, pancakes with maple syrup would be good, too. Get into talking about food. So we got a phone call coming through. Probably for Shanda to celebrate her birthday. Be my guess. Is Mardi Gras celebrated much in Canada? No, it's not. Yeah, Rio would be the ultimate bucket list for Mardi Gras. The floats, the costumes, everything just looks spectacular there. The security, I'm not sure how safe it is, but Shrove Tuesday is the day before Pancake Day. Ashes come from burned palm leaves on Palm Sunday. Okay. Catholic festival, yeah. The one thing I don't I don't really understand it as a religious holiday is the throwing of the beads and the flashing and the debauchery that seems to come with Mardi Gras if it is a Catholic holiday. Debbie said 1 year boss called into office to ask why his doctor had ashes on his forehead on Ash Wednesday. He's a Jewish guy. I had to explain the Ash Wednesday tradition to him. Okay. Bushel said Canada third place on skating so far. Ramadan starts on the 17th of February as well. Once again, we're having a varied discussion on this Saturday of the different topics. A little bit of stamps thrown in there, some festivals, some holidays. USA is first, Netherlands second, Canada in third. Bronze medal. All right. No gold. Oh, yes, and creepy collars. We talked about great toys. So, toys of our childhood. We probably spend the most time talking about those. How could I forget? Thank you, Charmaine. Ash Wednesday is the first day of Lent. Yeah, busy day. If 17th has a lot going on. And what do you typically do on Mardi Gras? Me, nothing. I don't celebrate it. There's a blood moon, March 2nd and 3rd. See, Norway is still leading the medal count with 20. Italy with 18, the US 17. Canada with 8. France is in 4th with 12. They're the next one to host. Usually that host country is in a preparation stage, the Olympics before they host. Because when they do host, they want to be doing well, just like Italy is now in second place. They're doing very well at Winter Olympics. I can't remember where we finished when we hosted in 2010, but we were up near the top. Now, there is a bit of an asterisk at these Winter Olympics, as there has been for a couple of the Olympics now. We don't have any Russians competing in these, and the Russians usually bring a big team. They win a lot of medals skating. They win a lot of medals, like hockey medals. Yeah, so some of these numbers are skewed because Russia's not here. Jane never had creepy crawlers, but she had a candle maker and a soap maker. Kept the house well lit. Ron, what do you mean no more Super Bowls in California? Did someone say something about it? I know it was kind of a boring game. It was very defensive, not very offensive. Philip, you're a little late, but you're here. Welcome. Christopher had an Action Man when he was a kid. The biggest toy that I had, I mean, Lego, of course, G.I. Joes, Star Wars toys, Transformers, GoBots. What else? Different things like stuffed animals and things like that came out. Debbie said there's a Polish pastry here in Ohio called a paczki, traditionally used up all the sweets before Lent. Okay. Mardi Gras, literally Fat Tuesday, though called Shrove Tuesday in English. And the last day before Lent, the 40 days before Easter, rich foods could not be eaten. Jane says her brother had an action figure called a Big Jim. Guess we couldn't afford a G.I. Joe. Yeah, the early G.I. Joes were like Barbie dolls, big ones like that. The G.I. Joes that I would have had in the 70s and 80s were smaller plastic. Ron says they taxed the players $71,000 more they made winning the Super Bowl. Sure, the players can afford it, but yeah, it's weird. Not the first time that it's been in California either, so is that any different? Ida Marie, nerdy toys. Yeah, bring on the nerd. I love nerdy toys. Punchki? Punchki. Punchki. So you ate all the rich foods, and mostly we eat pancakes using up the butter. Don't use up all the butter. It's good for cooking. crazy tax on athletes? Special athlete tax? I don't know. New information. I don't know about it. Rachel says she wants chocolate, looking for some, but only have chocolate dipped dried mangoes. I bought some of those for Shanda. Crazy taxing there. Okay. Pancake Tuesday. I'm hoping we're going to find some delicious pastries and desserts today. Stephen is a wealth of knowledge. Or easy access to Google, too. Charmaine had pancakes this morning. Isabel hasn't had lunch yet. I had a peanut butter sandwich and a granola bar this morning. That was all I've eaten so far. Ida Marie says, if St. Patrick's falls on Friday during Lent, the priest says you can eat meat. Friday is something or other. Oh, Stephen was brought up Catholic, so he's got all the ins on it. Phaser chocolate, delicious. Finished chocolate. Oh, fish day. Friday's a fish day. Gotcha. So you're saying that you can eat meat on Friday instead of fish if St. Patrick's falls during Lent. Complicated. Meow meow, Dakota. Friday's usually fish day. At my father's home, it's fish day every Friday. So it's a good thing Carolyn and I go eat out. And we have been able to bring Dad out a few times, but right now we can't. Oh, Ida Marie's got her dog. Woof. Debbie says, not Catholic, but there was a Catholic church and school at the end of our street, and most of my friends around were Catholic, so you knew what was going on. Well, there's cat-to-cat talks between Marzi and Dakota. Isabel's cat probably says hello, too. An alternative to fish is cheese on Friday for Catholics. Okay. I got my keys in on the meows. Or eggs is popular. Tea chocolates are my favorite. We have them online. We order them online. C's chocolates. I've seen Renee's sister does an advent calendar, sister and brother-in-law, and they get a C's chocolate calendar. It looks delicious. I'd like to try it one day. Yes, we have a bunch of chocolate lovers on this channel. We're in a good group for that. Maybe not for weight loss. Christopher, you've got to get us in shape. Any idea when you'll see the last of my dad's America's collection? That's a good question. I've kind of gotten off of it for a little while when there was a lot of trouble and things going on down there. I didn't want to seem insensitive to by putting them out, but I will get back to it, yes. Debbie has 3 cats. Chocolate eggs, Philip is saying. Yeah, that's the time of year we're going to start seeing chocolate eggs for Easter showing up all over the place. Ida Marie wants to see a return to my father's collection again. Chocolate is Steve's favorite, wife's favorite vegetable. I'm with her on that. Joseph really likes C's chocolates as well. anyone add a new stamp or 3 to the collection this week? I definitely got stamps today. After 8 is not Phaser, no. After 8, who is that? Cadbury? Christopher's already done 5K today. Yeah, candy will be half price tomorrow for Valentine's Day, Jane. Good thinking. Another reason to do a little shopping tomorrow. Hey, Yankee's on you from Turkey. Welcome, Yankee. Charmaine's buying her candy tomorrow at half off. The beard went down the drain. You can always approach this collection. Actually, Ida Marie, I am going to approach this collection in a different way after I finish the Americas. I've only got about 4 or 5 countries to go, and then we'll be done that. And then we'll have a new approach on it to freshen things up a little bit. The lowrider stamps, Debbie, yeah, those will be cool in the US. Oh, it's Nestle product. Okay, not Cadbury. After 8s. Yeah, so Yankee shaved early this morning for Valentine's Day, got rid of it, and for my wife's birthday. Yeah, we're going to need chocolate tomorrow. Load up on that half-price stuff. I know some of the stores have already moved in the Easter things, so those won't be half price. But what else did it say up there? So yeah, I will get back to my father's stamp collection. I haven't been ignoring it, but I have been trying a few other different things during the week. So maybe even change the day. Maybe it will be Thursday. Maybe it'll be a Tuesday or something. But we'll get back into it. Stephen picked up some new stamps. I love all the people out there that are talking chocolate. My people. Well, there's a Nestle office only a metro stop away from Ida Marie. Do they do samples? Rachel bought some new Norwegian stamps for her postcards. You got them 40% off? That's a bargain, especially when the way stamps are going. Congrats. Just buy enough candy to last till Easter and then get the Easter sales on. That's a lot of candy. Ron's still working on some older stuff from the US. Greenbird's Nest candy. I don't know what that is, Philip. Offices in Virginia for Nestle. You've had hot cross buns in the shop since Boxing Day? That's a little early. My mother made wonderful hot cross buns. Now, did I like the frosting more than the bun? Absolutely. But they still were good. You wanted them early, though. Fresh ones. Don't wait till the bun gets hard. A week later, no. Eat them up fast. Hot cross buns? Well, the hot cross buns that we had raisins in them, so they were raisin buns, and they have a frosting cross on it for Easter. Everybody's saying the same thing, yeah, so that's what we have here. Jesus dying on the cross. Why not make a bun and put frosting on top? That's a way to remember it. Should we all meet up at Hungry's? Jane, Hungry's was okay. It was diner food. I think we could find a better place if we were going to have a meetup. If you're going to travel all the way to Moncton, there are a lot of other restaurants we could go to. But if you needed something fast on the way through, Hungry's will do the spot. Joseph said they've got hot cross buns in the U.S. as well. Where is Hungry's? Hungry's is here in Moncton. Yesterday, it was the place that my sister and I went to for lunch that was featured at the end of the video. So Jane's just saying that she watched till the end. I appreciate that, Jane. Philip likes his hot cross buns with coffee. Do you dip the bun in the coffee or just as a side? Dinner foods in the U.S. a bit different. Both, okay. Oh, diner foods in the U.S. a bit different. You know what? Diner food in Canada is a bit different than that place too. Having the Korean food on the menu was a little different, but we were happy to see it. It was a pleasant surprise. We were expecting, like we said, to go in and see hamburgers, milkshakes, clubhouse sandwiches, all those sort of diner foods, French fries, onion rings. That's what we were expecting by walking in there. When we walked in and we saw teriyaki chicken on the menu along with the Western sandwiches, there was a mixture, a fusion happening. And we were happy for that. Oh, you had cheeseburgers. Are fantastic. Charmaine, it's time for her to take off. We will be taking off here soon too. We've been here 61 minutes. Not a lot of thumbs up on this one, but that's all right. Wish you would. Korean food is very popular here, yes, especially in Moncton. I found more Korean restaurants and Korean run things here in Moncton than I ever knew existed. Every week we go thinking, oh, we're going to try something new, and we end up at a Korean place. Not a bad thing, but there are a lot of different restaurants here, and I'm glad to be able to showcase them. Isabel's taken off now. Spicy buns, raisins, cross. Yeah, she got Japanese food, not Korean. That's true, because she got teriyaki. But there was galbi and there was bulgogi on the menus too. See you, Isabel. See you, Charmaine. I think I'm going to say goodbye too, though, because it's 62 minutes and we got to start our Valentine's Day here. I got a gift back here I got to give. See it wrapped there? That's got to go to Shanda. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take your lead, Charmaine and Isabel, and we're going to say goodbye too. So enjoy the rest of your Friendship Day, your Valentine's Day, your Saturday. Go Canada, go.